Hey, Porch Chronicles. You know what? I just watched something and it made me realize why we get so starved when we're children. And it's not our parents' fault. So I was looking at this mother and child. She had her dog and her baby in the stroller. She had one, the big one. The little boy couldn't have been no more than 2 years old. So you see this water right here. He had his little boots on and he wanted to get in the water so bad. So he got out of the stroller and his mom already told him, you can't get in the water. You can't get in the water. So he's going to test her. I don't care what nobody say. Our children are always going to test us because that's what they're supposed to do. They don't understand that. So he kept inching toward the water and she kept on saying, you better not get in it. So he didn't get in it, but he got up on this little metal, this little marble part right here. You see a little wall. So he scooched over and she kept saying, don't. She was like, stop going over there, stop going over there. And he kept going. I knew he was. I just sat there and smiled the whole time. Because that little boy was curious and he just wanted to get his little boots wet. He wasn't going to try to harm nothing, but she wanted to keep him safe. And he would have been safe if she would have looked at it a different way and just, she could have sat right here on the edge, right here on the edge. And he could have sat right there and put his little boots in there because that's all he wanted to do. Children don't understand that the world is not accessible to them all the time and it's not dangerous. And that's where we get lost right there. That little boy, he was just being a little boy. And all he wanted to do was get his little boots wet. And then he moved over a little bit more and put his hand in the water and she let him. And then he sat up the grate, put his little boots in the water and she got up there and picked him up and he was crying and fighting her and blah, blah, blah. You know how it is when toddlers do that. But that's where we lose our sense of wonder right there. Our parents are doing their job because they're keeping us safe. Please don't get me wrong. But the little boy, if she would have looked at it, I look at stuff so different now. If that would have been me with DeMarco when he was a child, I would have did the same thing. But if that would have been me as a grandparent, I would have gotten there with him. I would have sat on the end. I wouldn't have had to get my feet wet, but I would have let him get his feet wet because children don't understand that. And that's what happened to all of us when we were children. We were safe. But all of the stuff that we loved or wanted to do or inspirations that were taken away from us becoming staying safe. And you may not understand what I'm saying, and it's not nothing ever against our parents because we keep our kids so safe that we stifle out their dreams. We stifle out the wonder and the adventure in them anymore. They don't get to have that anymore because they live in a world of safety. And you'll understand what I'm saying if you've ever went into yourself and tried to figure out what was wrong with you or the things that have happened to you in your lifetime. It's nobody's fault because they were keeping you safe. But it also blocks your dreams, your hopes, everything. I love you, Porch Chronicles.